Welcome everybody here to Buckley's Creek, Pike Central High School, as you got Belfry versus Pike Central here in 60th District basketball action live on D&D Sports Network Thursday Night Hoops. Real quick, want to thank our good friends A.O. Locks, the Edward Jones Financial, Bruce Walters Ford, United Medical Group, Faith Diagnostics, Punks Tires, Southside Buildings and Carports, United Motorsports, Three Guys Pizza and Brew, Southside Mall, Tiffany Todd Duncan Dentistry. Also want to thank our good friends, Three Guys Pizza and Brew, Markham Ramora and Associates. Justin Markham, Marshall Ramora get you great deals right now. They will make sure you get the judgment you deserve and the outcome you've been looking for at your next lawsuit. Also want to thank Starters Sports Bar and Grill, located in Williamson, West Virginia, as well as our good friends at Cheech's Pizza, East Kentucky Cards and Collectibles, and Warfield Market, located in Warfield, Kentucky. Let's go look at our GMR service. We're an interactive broadcast. Michael Shawn Coppage, Michael Shawn Waller, Tommy Coppage, Darryl McCoy on the call here, as we'll take a second and look at the GMR service comment section before we get started. Royetta Park says she's watching. Go Pirates. Mary Bevan says let's go Belfry. Linda Brown, go Belfry. Teresa Spradlin says go Belfry. She said liked and shared. Appreciate you, Teresa. Kevin Moses said let's go Pirates. What will Brody Little do tonight? And we'll go over that in a second. Kevin Moses and Phyllis Abernathy says be strong, Pirates. Let's see where you're at, Hawks fans. Guys, let us know, Hawks fans, right now. Pirates have you outnumbered in the comment section. Let us know how many Hawks fans are on here we're tuning in. Yeah. Michael Shawn, this should be a good one.
Darryl, this has got star action, and some more star action. This is going to be a game that is going to go to the wire, I think, and it's going to be a great game. I'm excited to watch it and thankful to be here.
Well, everybody's excited right now. Ethan Lance says, what's up, guys? He's tuning in. Edmund Dameron says, let's go PC. There you go, Pike Central fans. And but as you're coming into this game, real quick, somebody asked me what my thoughts was a while ago for this game. Garrett Maynard did, and right now, I think that if you just ask me, I think Belfry probably 14 points better. I'd say probably they're a 14-point favorite if you ask me to put points on it. But this Pike Central team, they're doing exactly what I thought they would do. Listen, Al Holland, he's a GOAT. He is one of the best in the business. And, you got a veteran coach and you got a young, rising coach in Brent Perry. So,
yeah.
Will the veteran coach, be able to out-coach, keep his team in this? And this Pike Central team, man, listen, Will Rowe, you look all up and down this lineup, little Bobby Builder, Colton Ratliff, Owen Bowman. Owen Bowman, I think is the most underrated big in all the region. Carson Lane,
Belcher.
Yeah, this is a team I'm telling you right now. And Caden Lawson has rejoined the team, so he's out there too. I don't know if he'll be playing tonight. We'll see, but this Pike Central team's scary, and I think that although Belfry is a favorite, I do think Pike Central keeps this very close, and I think coming down the wire, I think, if it's a close one, Pike Central wins it. If it gets out to a double-digit lead, Belfry wins it.
What's the final?
I'm
writing it down too, dude.
I'm gonna say 68-63 Belfry. And, that's, but, like I said, this Pike Central team, man, they have earned everybody's respect. I'm telling you right now, Will Rowe, he's a player, dude. He, coming out, if Bobby Builder does what he does, rebounds, creates havoc like he does, then, Pike Central's going to be right there at the end, but they got to have somebody step up and help Will Rowe and Owen Bowman on the scoring load.
Yeah, and Darryl, Belfry, you said was a 14-point favorite coming in, you think. So the credit you're giving Pike Central is to lose by 5, so they've come a long way.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this Pike Central team, I think right now the 60th district is anybody's. At the beginning of the year, I thought it was Belfry's to lose. I thought Belfry was going to blow through the 60th district, and it wasn't even close. Now, all of a sudden, Phelps, Pike Central, and Belfry, if you ask me who wins the district, I don't know. I mean, this is the first game of a guaranteed 3 that they'll play against Pike Central. Or, well, if they'll play these 2, and they'll probably play at least one more. But I'm telling you, this is one of them games. I don't know. I think Belfry, after the stuff that happened earlier this week, I don't know how Belfry responds after that. Either it'll make them glue together, or it could take them a little bit to gel back together. So still got that to figure out. And right now, Pike Central, they're as close knit as you'll come. They're firing on all cylinders. And as I mentioned, anytime you got Al Holland on that sideline, you got a chance.
Yeah, look at him walking around there. I mean, the man's a legend, right, Darryl?
Yeah, absolutely. They said, what will Brody Little do? Well, Brody Little's always going to play Kevin Moses. So real quick, before we get started, I want to say a big happy birthday to one of our sponsors, Jeremy Pinson at Punk's Tires. He is a Belfry grad, but he's a supporter of all mountain schools. Happy birthday to Jeremy Pinson at Punk's Tires.
Happy birthday, Jeremy.
Yeah. Here we go. Guest on the scoreboard is going to be the Belfry Pirates. And let's take a look at the starting lineups. Starting lineups brought to you courtesy of A&H Supply for the Belfry Pirates. It's going to be number 0, Carter Jude. Number 1, Bryce Hagee. Number 4, Peyton Owens. Number 12, Bo Williams. And number 23, Brody Little. They are head coached by Brent Perry. Assistant coaches, Cameron Warwicks, Aaron Rigdon, Shawn Hurley, and Logan Copley. And then let's go over to the Pike Central starting lineup, brought to you courtesy of United Medical Group. Pike Central will start number 2, Bobby Builder. Number 4, Colton Ratliff. Number 11, Will Rowe. Number 22, Owen Bowman. Number 34, Carson Lane. And they will be head coached by the legend, Al Holland. Assistant coaches will be Bobby Builder, Jason Sanson, and Jamie Fields. And I do not know the other two. I do apologize, but right now, I mean, as we mentioned, this Pike Central team, guys, I'm telling you, Owen Bowman, if you've not seen Owen Bowman play, if you're going to name 5 centers in the 15th region, your 5 best centers, you better put Owen Bowman in that lineup. That's going to be interesting to see how this front lineup and this size, combats with Owen Bowman in the paint. Can Belfry slow him down? We'll find that out here, and that's going to be a big key to keep Pike Central in this.
Yeah, Owen Bowman coming into this game, guys, he's averaging 15 points a game, so keep an eye on him.
Jason Milam says he would agree with the assessment. Maria Carter says, my grandson Colton Ratliff from Mount Sterling. Bryce Dameron says, let's go P.O. Don't forget, Belfry has 2 Pike Central Hawks transferred to Belfry, so the homecoming party for Peyton Owens and Colton Young. So, their first time back on Buckley's Creek. So, I guarantee them 2 kids are pumped up for tonight's action here. So, as we're going to get started this first quarter, sponsored by Southside Mall, located in South Williamson, Kentucky.
Darryl, I don't even know if I heard you say everything. It's so loud in here. I love this.
Well, you got the best band in all the land, led by Jason Johnson over there. The people pay just to come watch this Pike Central band. That's how good this band is here at Pike Central.
Well, I've been here this whole day, and they are really good.
They said Colton and Peyton are ready to play. Rodney Perry says, let's go. Get her done, Belfry. And then Jolene Woodford says, watching nephew Carter Jude. Let's go Pirates from South Carolina. They'll swing the ball out top. Jude going to reset the offense. Carter has done a phenomenal job this offseason, really transforming his body. He's put on a lot of muscle. He's a kid that when you talk floor general, when Carter comes to play, there's not a better pure point guard. in the district than Carter Jude. Carter Jude, he's a 3-level scorer, and Belfry definitely their purest three-point shooter and their best free throw shooter.
Yeah. How big is old Bowman, Darryl?
Owen Bowman, he's probably 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah,
they
he's
get it
a
down to
big
Bowman.
guy.
Bowman's guarded by Hagee. Right there, good job tripping him up. They get it over to Builder. Builder swings it back to Ratliff, over the road, down low to Bowman. Bowman going to work, hook shot up, no good. And Hagee steals the rebound from Carson Lane. Here comes Carter Jude on the push. Carter Jude, pull up. Jude off the mark. Builder gets it to Ratliff. Here comes Colton Ratliff. Colton Ratliff, rising star in the 15th region. As they'll get it over to Builder. Builder. It's going to go out of bounds. Another turnover on Pike Central early here. Rodney Perry says he's watching from Grayson, Kentucky. Madison Gormley says Austin Blackburn watching from Tallahassee, Florida.
Wow. Thank you.
Carter Jude swings it over to Little. Little gets it out.
That's a great thing about it. You have family that live in other states and other areas that can't get here, and they're able to tune in.
Yeah. Yeah, that's and it's all because of our sponsors. We're able to do this because of our sponsors. We have started going to pay-per-view some games, but the majority of them still going to be free. But we will have some that's pay-per-view, and we hope that you guys support us. In the ones that we have to do pay-per-view.
Yes.
They'll swing it back around the lane. Lane gets it down low to Bowman. Nice job by Bowman. Good move. He's going to miss it, though. Brody Little with the rebound. Here comes Little on the push. And Brody Little, he's got the tendency to start slow. Carter Jude fires the three, buries it. A high arcing three-pointer for Carter Jude.
3-0.
Brody Little, he has a real tendency of starting games slow. You'd like to see Brody come out and get off early if you're a Belfry fan, but there's a nice job by Builder, and another high-arcing three for Builder. Score sets at 3-all on the Craig Dameron Furniture scoreboard.
Getting back to Little, Darryl, he had 18 in the second half of the last game we done with him.
He had 27.
Oh, 27, yeah, my bad.
Didn't have 18 in the
yeah, he had 18 in the fourth. I'm sorry.
Now swing it back over to Jude. Jude gets it down to Little.
Just think of that, 18 in the fourth.
Yep. Coming back the other way, Colton Ratliff. He's going to back it back out. Picked up by Peyton Owens out top. Peyton Owens, he's originally a Belfry boy. Grew up in Belfry. Transferred to Pike Central. Played his middle school career and most of his high school career here. And then he went back home for his senior year, back to Pond Creek, and is going to finish out at Belfry. I can guarantee you, Belfry fans are excited to have Peyton on the sideline.
Yeah. A lot of ties to these
Carson
games.
Lane. Nice job by Lane. Somehow snuck that pass in there. Clyde Wood says best coverage in the mountains. D&D Sports. We appreciate that, Clyde, more than you know. Bo Williams nets the three-pointer. And Belfry takes the 6-5 lead. Clyde will be in Paintsville tomorrow, Paintsville, Pikeville. So we'll get to see your son, Big Brock Woods, tomorrow. Hope to see you there.
Yeah, Brock's one of my favorite players in the region, man. Got to see him play last year in the region tournament against Pike Central on this floor, and he impressed me. Big time player.
Kevin Moses says Little can go off quickly. Andre Blackburn says let's go Hawks. Brittany Goff says watch them from New Concord, Ohio, and said Colton Young's family over here cheering on from Kentucky and Tennessee. Ben Listen from Pennsylvania across Taylor says.
Carson Lane with that.
There comes Carter Jude. Jude swings it over to Williams. Sorry, the cameraman lost the action there. Bo Williams swings it back around to Little. Little lets it fly. He's off the mark. Peyton Owens with the rebound. Shot up, no good. Owen Bowman grabs the board, and here comes Colton Ratliff on the push. Ratliff going to back it back out, set up the offense here for the Hawks right now. Belfry. Swinging over, Belfry setting in a 3-2 zone. I'll swing it back over as you got Colton Ratliff hands it over to Will Rowe. Will Rowe, kid transferred to Pikeville last year. Big pickup for Pike Central. He's had a phenomenal start to his season here. It's your job, swings it back to Rowe. You know, Rowe was one of the top players in his class in middle school. He was actually the co-player of the year, I think his 7th grade year, and you know, he was hampered with injuries through a large part of his high school career, but now that he's healthy, you're starting to see exactly what everybody knew he would be. They'll swing it back around. He's the younger brother of Miss Basketball Trinity Rowe, Western Kentucky guard.
Wow.
So good luck, Pirates. Bernard Irvin says, said nephew Bryce Hagee. Phyllis Abernathy says Bo is her grandson. Said so appreciative to be watched from Tennessee. Jeremy Johnson says watching from Mud Creek. Go Will Rowe. There we see coming back. There's Carter Jude, hands it to Bo Williams. Bo Williams lets it fly. Sinks it. Bo Williams. What a pickup Bo Williams was. He also transferred to Pond Creek via the Pikeville Panthers. And, you know, he's a kid that can really fill it up. You know, this summer you started hearing rumors like, hey, listen, Bo Williams might be the best three-point shooter in the region. I don't know he's the best, but, listen, you can't name 5 without putting his name, top 5 three-point shooters without putting his name in it. I mean, the kid can flat out shoot the rock.
He's got 2 in a row right now.
Williams going to let it go out of bounds. Said Elaine Bevins said cheering on the Pirates for the win. Andre Blackburn says let's go Hawks. They'll swing it down to Brody Little. Back around to Carter Jude. Nice alley-oop attempt. You know, they run that play twice against Preston, 3 times against Prestonsburg, converted on it 2 out of 3 times. You know, they'll run it again later this game.
Oh, yeah, they run it more than once a game.
There's Will Rowe, a little shake bake, guarded by Brody Little. The double team comes up, shows them a little different look. Right now, Belfry has fell back into that man-to-man. And they're going to send Bobby Builder to the line.
Foul on Bo Williams.
Let us know, guys, if you got updates around the region. Let us know what the scores are. I know Shelby Valley and Phelps in a dogfight over there in Virgie.
Missed his first one.
Now, I thought that was Builder that got fouled, but they're going to say it's Colton Ratliff. Misses his first. Second one up and good.
And an 80% free throw shooter, so
yeah, he's a really good free throw shooter.
Yeah, that's why I was looking at it. He missed his first.
Here comes Carter Jude. 55 seconds to go. Belfry being patient. Seems like Brent Perry's content. And this right here, listen, last year, this is something that I was dead against. You know, because every time they would do it, it would never work out for the Pirates. Every time. And now, you know, it seems like this year with another year of experience under Carter Jude's belt, Brody Little's belt, seems like Belfry is a lot better at holding the ball and burning clock at the end of quarters.
Yeah, and finishing good.
Yeah. Now, let's see here. Carter Jude has 18 seconds on the clock. Surprised Pike Central ain't come out and pushed it. But listen, Al Holland, he likes to play in the 50s. He don't like to, you know, high-scoring games. So you're playing right into his wheelhouse. And they're going to call a foul. I think they're going to call on who they're going to call it on?
Lane.
Yeah, call on Carson Lane. That's going to send Colton Young to the line. Again, Colton Young, a former Pike Central Hawk. You know, he's fresh off that 2-game suspension last game, and you know, I'm sure he's glad to be back in the lineup. Good kid, great kid. You know, and I know all these folks at Pike Central like both these kids, Young and Owens.
Yeah, Colton Young is a 60% free throw shooter, 21 of 35 on the year.
There's our guy, Rady Martin, says he loves him some D&D. Said, let's go Bobcats. Good to see you on here, Rady. Wish you the best. Hope to talk to you soon. Let's swing it over. Carson Lane lets it fly. And we will end the first quarter of play. Belfry with a 3-point lead on the Craig Dameron Furniture scoreboard. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with more action live on D&D Sports Network Thursday.
When it comes to burying a loved one, you need to make sure that they're left in the right hands. That's why you need to call Crum Funeral Home, located in Inez, Kentucky. You can give them a call today at 606-298-0602, located on 498 Kentucky Route 3 North in Inez, Kentucky. Give them a call today, Crum Funeral Home.
When it comes to taking care of your prescriptions and providing the local care you need, Howard Family Pharmacy is your home team. Let's meet the starting lineup.
Tiffany Jacobs, Garrett, Eastern Kentucky University.
Stacy Conley, Garrett, University of Kentucky. Donna Newsom from Martin, Alice Lloyd College.
And I'm Wes Howard from Hueysville and the University of Kentucky. When it comes to your health, trust the team that knows you the best. Howard Family Pharmacy, the Allen intersection on US 23 and Kentucky Route 80 at Eastern. Come see.
We are back here at Pike Central High School here on Buckley's Creek on the Craig Dameron Furniture scoreboard. Belfry leads 11-8. We're sitting here, Michael Shawn Waller, Tommy Coppage, and Darryl McCoy on the call. You're watching the Mountains' #1 source for sporting news, the D&D Sports Network. This second quarter sponsored by Southside Buildings and Carports. If you need a man cave, she shed, utility building, call them today for all your building needs.
All the points from Belfry, 3 threes and 2 free throws.
Nice pass. What a pass by Will Rowe. Carson Lane misses the shot. And, guys, we do got a final out of Shelby Valley. Shelby Valley defeats Phelps. I think 75-63. So, big win for the Wildcats.
And Coach Taylor.
That's 3 times they beat Phelps this year, around the 10-point range.
Yeah. Yep. And who knows, they could probably see each other 3 more times. They'll swing it back around. Jude going to reset this offense for the Pirates. Bo Williams has it out top over to Hagee. Bryce Hagee back around. Bryce Hagee also, he's a dual sport standout at Belfry. He's also a baseball standout. Swings it over. Bo Williams lets it fly. And that's his first miss from downtown tonight. Right back to Williams. I'd like to see him shoot that again.
Hagee a pitcher? Or?
No, I don't remember what position Hagee plays. Somebody let us know. I'm sure some of the families in the comment section. Now, Tommy, Bryce Hagee's father was a Hall of Famer at the University of Marshall. He was the only player ever in Domingo County, I think, that was a 3-sport first-team All-Stater.
Is that right?
Yep.
Wow.
And,
I got to watch him play when he was young. Great ball player, man. He's a little younger than me, but boy,
he's a legend in the Williamson area. There's Carter Jude, digs down, gets the steal, strips Owen Bowman. Jude on the push. Nice take by Jude, and he's going to get Colton Ratliff with the foul. Colton Ratliff is one of the best point guards in the region, Bob Anderson said. Listen, I wouldn't argue with you. The season he's having, he's played really well. You know, I think he's definitely a rising star.
Jude, 74%, 48 of 65 this year.
He's just a good all-around shooter, Jude.
Now, what's he shooting?
74%.
Wow, that's way down to what he was last year. Last year, he was a 90% free throw shooter. He was second best free throw shooter on the team last year to Jackson Estridge, and it was automatic if Carter was at the line. So he definitely surprises me that's down like that, because Carter's a lot better than a 74% free throw shooter. I promise you that. There goes Will Rowe. Nice move by Rowe, and uses the left-handed hook shot there. And gets Pike Central back within 3. 13-10 is the score on the Craig Dameron Furniture scoreboard. Jude over to Owens. Gets it to Little. Little back to Owens. Swings it back over to Brody Little. Peyton Owens. Now, we've not Peyton Owens has been quiet this game. We've not called his name yet. And I guarantee you he'd like to have a good game against his former team here. A lot of ties to the Pike Central fan base and community. Swings it over to Jude. Jude over to Owens. Owens lets the 3 fly. He's off the mark. Going to go out of bounds. Ball will stay with the Pirates. Good job there by Peyton Owens sneaking in there and knocking it off Will Rowe's leg. Logan Barker coming in for Colton Young. Logan Barker also transferring to Belfry, transferred from Mingo Central this summer. The Libby Golf said, what high school did Michael Shawn attend?
Tug Valley, and you know that, Libby.
You know Libby Golf?
Yeah.
Do you? Libby was my high school teacher.
She was a teacher of mine.
Was she?
Yeah, at Tug Valley.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
She wasn't golf, Libby. I think it was Klein then.
Yep.
Yeah. I know her. She made me rub her feet when I was in trouble. I know you very well, Libby.
There you go, Libby.
Put my desk right beside of hers, man. Embarrassed me every time.
Listen, Libby's a big fan of D&D, and her and our counterpart, David Jones, she's really close to David. Taught me in high school. Great woman.
Great woman, man.
Stephanie Copley says Bryce plays shortstop and third base, center field. He hits left-handed. Appreciate that, Stephanie.
Thank you.
What now?
He plays shortstop, third base, and center field.
I thought he played center.
See former Belfry star Mark Booby Maynard tuning in. Jaden Stewart, the beast from the east, best in the east, forward tuning in. Former 15th Region Player of the Year for Pike Central.
Scored a lot of points on this floor.
He did. Scored a whole lot of points.
Never got to see the young man play, but the way you guys were talking, I missed it. Wow.
Nice job by Owen Bowman.
It's his first 2 of the game with 2 rebounds. And here we go. Logan Barker takes it up, misses the bunny. Rebound to Will Rowe. Will Rowe gets it back out to Biltner. No, now Colton Ratliff now has it. Biltner now with it, my bad. Biltner taking it. Now you got Rowe with the ball. Back to Carson Lane. Now you got Ratliff. He falls down.
Yeah, there's Bowman. Nice job. Owen Bowman stretching the floor, and they're going to call a foul on Carson Lane. Listen, that young man right there, Logan Barker, he's originally he's from the Belfry area. His parents graduated from Belfry. His uncle played football at Belfry, Danny Wanker. And they all big Belfry fans over the years. Him coming back to Belfry was a big deal for their family. And Danny Wanker Steenbergen and nice job, kicks out to Jude. But Logan Barker's a kid that can get under your skin. You know, he's going to come in, he's going to draw fouls. He's a 3-and-D player. You know, he adds a lot to this Belfry roster. I like watching him play. He played with our D&D Mountain Elite team tournament this year and played so well I couldn't take him off the floor.
Yeah, you said once he got in, you couldn't take him out. He didn't do nothing wrong.
I couldn't, and he was full. He was playing with a star-studded senior lineup. Here you go, Colton Ratliff. Nice job by Ratliff. Hit him with the hezzy and gets the lay-in. Colton Ratliff right now, 16-13. Pike Central leads Belfry on the Craig Dameron Furniture scoreboard. Let's take a quick break. Then we'll be right back here on the D&D Sports Network. And we are back here at Pike Central High School. Tommy Coppage and Michael Shawn Waller, Darryl McCoy on the call. Pike Central leads Belfry as we head into the second quarter, 17-13 on the Craig Dameron Furniture scoreboard. Let's take a look, guys. We talked about Jaden Stewart, the beast from the east, former Pike Central star, tuning in for the ball game. Here's another Pike Central star, current UPike guard. Take a look at the Jalen Rigdon before the game. He has split allegiances. He's got the Pike Central jacket on with the Belfry shirt. Jaden is his dad is now on the coaching staff at Belfry, so he's here cheering on both squads. He said he'd like to see the Hawks win, but he'd be just fine if Belfry won. He said he's a Pirate now too. So
that's classy, Darryl. Jacket and a shirt.
Really good kid.
Really good kid. This second quarter coming out is going to be sponsored by our good friend Jeremy Pinson at Punk's Tires. Hit up Punk's Tires for all your tire care needs, especially right now with the new winter storm coming in. You don't want to be stranded on the side of the highway in these harsh Kentucky, eastern Kentucky, southern West Virginia winters. Call Punk's Tires today.
Yeah, he wants you to have them good tires on. It's his birthday. Take him some gifts.
It is. Happy birthday, Jeremy Pinson. The Davey Hall says Peyton needs to work the paint. Nice job by Brody Little. Brody Little rims off. Mark Maynard says he's at the cookie factory watching the game, said can't beat that. But we appreciate Mark Maynard. Mark Maynard has helped D&D Sports Network get a lot of our equipment over the years. We appreciate everything Mark Maynard does, and he's a former Belfry standout.
Yeah.
All-time leader in score at the Schoolboy Classic, I was told.
Oh, is he?
During that event, yep.
How about that? I didn't even know that.
Wow.
There you go, Booby. I did not know that. And that's been my best friend my entire life. So.
Yeah, I've known him a long time. He's a great guy.
There you go off in good box out. Owens kept that one alive. It's going to go to the Pirates. So Libby Goff said she taught Michael Shawn, said she loves you, Michael.
Yep, I love you too. Glad to hear from you. The Libby Goff caught me off guard there. I know a Libby Klein, though. There's not too many Libbies.
Yeah. Nice job by Peyton Owens. He misses the baseline floater. Rebound goes to Owen Bowman. He'll get it out to Will Rowe. He works on Brody Little out top. I was worried about Brody Little. Brody Little has the tendency to start slow in the first half. He's done it here tonight too, but they're going to need him to come alive soon.
Very soon, Darryl.
They really need his offense. Heads up play by Owen Bowman, knocking it off Bo Williams there. We see Braxton Keesley tuning in. Congratulations on the victory today in the All-A, Braxton.
Congrats, big fella.
He scored 25 points in the victory for the Cards. Builder, pull up. Nice jumper by Builder. And Pike Central has their largest lead of the game right now, 6-point lead for the Hawks.
Give him 5 on the night.
Now you can see Bo Williams swing it back around to Hagee. Hagee goes in and got swatted at the rim by Bowman. I'm telling you right now, guys, Owen Bowman, he's a lot of people call him the Johns Creek Juggernaut.
I'm telling you, I'm impressed with him. It's my first time seeing him.
Pike Central's interior defense.
Great defense by Brody Little there, too. And Brody Little's done a tremendous job on Will Rowe. Will Rowe, he's a kid, that can give you 20 a game, but Brody Little hasn't let him get going at all. Will Rowe misses the floater. And Peyton Owens is going to foul Bowman. Bowman's going to have a chance at an old-fashioned 3 guys pizza and brew 3-point play opportunity.
Yeah, getting back to your point, Rose only got 2 points and 1 rebound this game so far.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, Brody Little, a lot of people, they know Brody for his offense because he's so explosive and electric, but he's a better defender than he is offensive player.
I think he's a knockdown defender by far. Then he's an offensive. I agree.
Coming out the other way, Carter Jude. And he's a very explosive. He's a 25-point-a-game guy, but Carter Jude. And they called a charge. Nice job by Carson Lane stepping in, taking the charge. That's a big play, as I guarantee you Cross Taylor tuning in is going to like that charge.
Yeah, he's the charge master right there.
Yes, he was. Coming back the other way, he's the professor at the School of Charges. Nobody ever better at taking charges than Cross Taylor.
Hagee with a foul.
Sitting here, guys, the nice crowd here. Pond Creek, this right here tells you Brent Perry has got Belfry basketball back to where Belfry basketball needs to be. It's been a long time. Nice job straight down the pipe. The Pirates rode out the red carpet for Colton Ratliff there as he went to the rack with ease and got the bucket. And right now, Belfry trails. Michael Shawn, Belfry ain't scored this quarter, have they?
It was 11-8 after the quarter. They was leading.
So they scored once.
2 points.
Yeah, 2 points. Here, nice job. Carter Jew gets blocked by Billender, and here comes Rowe back the other way. Will Rowe, little shake, little bake, had it stripped in the Ratliff's hands.
Oh! Whoa!
Nearly went in, and Belfry trailing by Pike Central by 11. Guys, we're going to take a quick break, and we will come back shortly with Jason Johnson, the Pike Central Band Director, and we'll also, you do not want to miss this halftime show, I promise you. And we'll come right back on the Southside Mall halftime show. We'll get you caught up on all the action from the first half. You're watching the D&D Sports Network. All right, guys, we're here with Pike Central Band Director Jason Johnson. Jason, as you sit here, I was telling people, the Pike Central Band, it ain't just your normal band. People come here just to watch the band. They pay admission to come watch the band, outside the ball game. How have you built what you've built here at Pike Central?
Well, it's been a great time. It was really from Director Matt Moon. I was assistant with him for 5 years.
Yep.
And we really worked together to build a marching program, a jazz band, concert band, and, well, you hear the pep band going on now. So it's been a wonderful time of growth over the years, and kids are drawn to excellence. So when they see other kids doing great things and pushing themselves to a new level, they jump in on that. And when they jump in on that, it keeps growing and getting bigger and bigger. Right now, my assistant director, Stephen Westfall, is over there having a fun time with them. So it's about just having fun and just jumping into the game and enjoying the games.
How many kids do you got in the band?
Now, that's an interesting question because we have multiple bands. We have jazz band, concert band, lab band, percussion ensemble. So overall, there's over 100 kids in the program.
Wow.
Now, you don't see that in any one setting because they're in different groups. Like over there tonight, we're probably going around 55 to 60 tonight, I imagine. And I had a couple I had to leave earlier, but that's going on right now. So they're never all out in pep band. So I've got another beginner group of about 40 kids that's working and getting geared up to be a part of this group coming into the next year.
Well, I'm sure that, you've not built it by yourself. I mean, as you mentioned, you got Matt Moon, you got, Mr. Klein, you got Mr. Lyons, the athletic director. I know Kelly Coleman plays a big part in what y'all do. When you sit and look, just talk about some of the people that's helped you build this band to where it's at.
Yeah, I have a fantastic administration. They help me with the scheduling and to get so that every kid can be a part of a musical ensemble. So we think about Dr. Klein and all he's done, and the spirit he's brought here. But even before him, all the administrators that's been here at Pike Central has supported music education. So that's been a great thing. But also beyond that, my superintendent, Freddie Bowling, has always supported us, and he's been great to talk to and say, hey, what do we need to do to continue the excellence that's happening there? And I can't forget my board member, Stephanie Lowe. She is fantastic. You see the work she does with the cheerleading team. She works closely with my wife, who is the color guard instructor for Pike Central. So they all work together. It's a community event. And so we're also appreciative of all of our community members throughout Pikeville. They help sponsor it. Those instruments are not cheap. We're talking thousands of dollars worth of instruments over there. And so we have a lot of corporate sponsors and individuals that step up to the plate to make it happen for these kids.
Well, and I know United Medical Group, Faith Diagnostics played a big part in what y'all do. As they do everything Pike Central, and but whenever you take and look, the thing that I like the most is, I talk to Kelly Coleman quite a bit, and he tells me, it's every other weekend. You guys are going to Florida, Tennessee. I've never seen a band travel and do the events you do. I'm sure that plays a big part in these kids wanting to come out, knowing that they get all these opportunities that you give them.
Sure. One of the big things we have is our competitive marching band. We are the only competitive marching band, not only in Pikeville, but any surrounding county.
Wow, okay.
And we have to compete in West Virginia and Virginia, just have circuits that are close to us to be able to do what we do. And our students are very successful. Generally, they go out, and not only do we take first place in our class, which means bands our size, we can take first place, but a lot of times we're beating bands that are 2 and 3 times our size. And so excellence just continues to grow that. And we're looking at going to Grand Nationals in Indianapolis this coming year. So again, to continue traveling, growing, and doing amazing things. But you're right, Kelly Coleman and the Coleman family. Right now, his son Kyle is working over there and helping out with getting everything set up and sounding good. And his other son, they're both parts of my program, and they continue to pour in. And his daughter-in-law helps with our color guard and with my wife, Jen. So that family has poured back into the program very well.
Will we see the Winter Guard come back?
Yes, they're actually in rehearsal this evening. They're working on a fantastic show.
Okay.
This year is the largest Winter Guard we've had. We have over 20 students involved this year. So you're going to see a court filled with flags, and we are looking forward to your commentary. So we got to make sure that we get that in, and you guys be able to see that show. We're hoping to have it ready in February, as long as the snow and stuff doesn't interrupt too much of our rehearsals.
Well, make sure when they do, they face this way.
Oh, absolutely. Now, I know this is the way stand, but we'll say we'll make an exception for that game. That way we can get a good recording of it. And like I said, we have took your guys' commentary, and we have sent it to our friends and people who do color guard all over the United States, and they hear your all's commentary and love it.
Listen, we love the Pike Central Band. As you know, you guys are coined the best damn band in all the land. And, you guys, listen, I got a million more questions, but we're running short on time, so we'll be back here next week. And, I want you to come back over at halftime so I can finish up my questions.
Sure, I would love to come back, and we'll talk more about it. I love bragging on these kids. thank you for always supporting them. Not every sports network celebrates kids the way you all do, and that's to be commended. So thank you all for that.
It's about them all. That's what it's about. So we appreciate you, Jason, everything you do for us, and get over there and give us a strong second half. Get the Hawks to victory.
Absolutely, it's looking great for us.
Thank you, Jason.
Thank you.
The guys, one of the best band directors. I'm gonna say the best band director in the business, Jason Johnson. This dude is unreal. The opportunity he gives his kids. As you're sitting here right now, you're watching the Southside Mall halftime show. Let's take a quick look at the scoring rundown, Tommy. Pike Central leads 24-13 on our Craig Damon Furniture scoreboard. Give us a rundown on the scoring in the first half.
Yeah, for Pike Central, Owen Bowman led the way with 7 points. Bobby Billiter, 5 points. Colton Ratliff had 5 points. Pretty balanced scoring attack for Pike Central there. And over on the Belfry side, we got Bo Williams with 6, Carter Jude with 5, and Colton Young added 2.
Well, here we go, coming out, Michael Shawn Waller, Tommy Coppage, Darryl McCoy on the call. You're watching the Mountains leader in sporting news, the D&D Sports Network. Mark Maynard says he's at work watching. Jordan Carroll says he's watching it. Priscilla Greer says best band in the land, go Hawks. Barbara Taylor says Pike Central band's the best. So guys, hit that like and share button. Let everybody know we're back here for second half action. And right now, the home team is leading the Belfry Pirates 24-13. You know, Belfry is a team on the rise. They come in here with a 10 or 11, and what's their record?
Belfry's 14-5 on the season, 8-2 in the region, and 1-0 in district play.
Yeah, I mean, and you think about that. What's Pike Central's record?
12-5, region 3-2, and this is their first district game, actually.
Yeah.
I want to say Carson Lane had 5 points at halftime as well.
This would be a huge victory if Pike Central can pull this upset, because if you can get that 1 seed, that's huge for the district tournament. And this would go a long ways if they can win here. It'll help them seal that 1 seed. Right here, Belfry turns it over. Carson Lane may have got away with a travel there, but here comes Builder, gets it down to Owen Bowman. Lucas Gayhart says, I love Darryl McCoy almost as much as I love Pike Central basketball. How about that, Lucas? I love you, Lucas.
Lucas, did he send you a check or something? Come on, man.
Here you see Will Rowe. Rowe gets it over to Ratliff. And I'll show you this Pike Central Spirit section in a little bit. This Spirit section. Oh, nice job. They're going to call a foul, though.
He's hurt.
Wow. Builder goes down hard on his backside, and he's holding right around his buttocks area.
Look at him.
And they call him the love bug. His dad is the heavyweight champion. Bobby Love is what they call him, but Bobby Love Builder, he's the heavyweight champion in wrestling, and he's the big bald guy you was talking about earlier with the backpack.
Yeah, Billiter, wow.
So, little Bob is called the love bug.
He's got 6 on the night.
But this Pike Central band, this Spirit section is just as big and just as energetic as this band. I'll show you, but they got the best Spirit section, night in, night out in the 15th region. You see coming back around Carter Jude. 26-13 is the score, 13-point lead right now for Pike Central, and I'm sure if you're tuning in, a lot of people shell-shocked, but Hawks fans not so much. Al Holland, I told you, when you got Al Holland, you got a shot, guys. He come over, the all-time winningest coach in the 14th region. This is his first year in the 15th region, and you're starting to see why he won all them titles over in the 14th. There you see, nice drive. Ratliff off the mark. Peyton Owens with the rebound. Here you see Carter Jude. Jude swings it over. And see, here's the interesting thing. Most of the time with Peyton Owens, Colton Young, nice take by Jude, but he comes up empty. Most of the time when you get players from another team, you're like, well, you got a leg up. You would think Peyton Owens, Colton Young would know these guys better than anybody, and that would give Belfry a strategic advantage. But it don't, because none of these kids was the kid that was playing when them two was here last year. So it's a completely overhaul of the lineup. So, and you taking a look at all these players right here coming in. Will Rowe played a little bit of minutes last year. I think Colton Ratliff may have got a few here and there. Bobby builder, played sparing minutes, but, virtually this is all their first year really playing a full season in varsity lineup. So, they're completely new to Colton Young and Peyton Owens.
When Bobby Builder went down, Peyton Owens was the first one over to him. Loved the sportsmanship.
Swings over Carter Jude down to Colton Young.
Stepped on the line, dude.
Yeah, and right now Carson Lane is energetic. He's popped up, and I don't know, Colton Young. Normally he's a lot more energized than what he is. I think he may be a little nervous coming into tonight's matchup.
He has 2 points and 1 rebound so far in the contest.
Nice job by Ratliff, and he's going to draw the foul. The Bob Anderson says, Lucas Gayhart, what do you think about Colton Ratliff and the Pike Central Hawks? So you're right here. You see this band down here right now, or this spirit section down there right now. Look how full they are down there underneath.
The Hawk pride has showed out tonight.
They have, man, and you knew that this was a capability of this happening. The girls team got a huge win over McGoffin County. The JV team got a huge win, and right now this varsity team looking to make a clean sweep for the Hawks tonight.
Belfry finds herself down by 14 here, Darryl. What do you think they need to do to get back in this thing?
Right now, really same thing happened in Prestonsburg. Number 23 has to be aggressive. Right now, Brody Little, he's letting his team down by not being aggressive. And, what he don't understand, he's wanting to pass, get everybody involved, but that's not the recipe to Belfry winning. The recipe to Belfry winning is Brody Little dropping 25 and everybody else filling in. That's Brody Little has to take over this game and have the same second half he did against Prestonsburg. If he don't, then it's going to be an uphill climb.
It's going to be hard to find that much scoring anywhere else, right?
Here comes Bryce Hagee,
There's his daddy over here beside of us, Michael Hagee.
Yeah.
With Brody Little's daddy.
Over Bowman at the line.
Man, I like this Bowman. My first time ever seeing him, man. He's a player, Darryl.
Dana Steele said go to the go. The Mary Ray says Belfry is going to come back, dig in, Pirates. Well, Belfry's known for comebacks, and that's one thing that's very dangerous, because they always fall behind like this, and then they want to try to dig themselves out. But there's going to be some time whenever you can't dig yourself out of a hole, and that's why you don't want to keep having these slow starts. And I know Brent Perry don't like them. And we'll call a travel on Brody Little.
Belfry has scored 2 points since the start of the second quarter. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I would have bet everything I own and my family and my neighbors and everything on that.
Belfry had 11 points at the end of the first quarter. They had 11 points. Score was 11-8, Belfry on top. And since then they've scored 2 points in a quarter and a half. That's
20-2 run.
There's Hagee. Hagee swings it over to Little. Little drives, kicks. Bo Williams. Nice job by Carter Jude. Back out to Little. Little swings it back over to Bo Williams. Back to Little. Back over to Williams. Williams lets it fly and sinks it and ends the drought. Bo Williams, his third three of the game. Coming back the other way, here comes Will Rowe. And it's going to be a turnover. Go to Belfry here. This is what they needed. That Bo Williams three, you're hoping that sparks a run here for the Pirates if you're a Belfry fan. So quarter is wrong on the screen. Coming back the other way, Carter Jude. This is the third quarter. Third quarter.
That's what we got.
Yeah. Coming back the other way, here comes Colton Ratliff. Ratliff drives in off the mark. Hagee with a rebound. Here comes Hagee on the break. Gets it over to Little. Little goes up strong and gets the bucket. And now Belfry cuts it to 10.
See if that gets Little going, Darryl.
Yeah. There's Hagee with the steal. Hagee swings it over to Jude. Jude for 3. Jude in and out. Hagee with the rebound, and Hagee's going to go to the line for a shot at a couple free ones here. Big free throws coming up for Bryce Hagee.
Yeah, it's his 5th rebound, Darryl. He's rebounded tonight. That was a great rebound.
The Cross Taylor says Pike Central letting everybody but Brody beat them. You say that, the Cross, but also I think a lot of it is Brody's not being aggressive. That's something that we've seen. That's kind of a trend that he's had this season where he comes out and he starts slow in the first half. And then second half, you look and Brody's got 25 points.
Yeah, that's every time we've done him, he does it.
He's a kid that, he could give you over 30 with ease on multiple nights if he would just play an entire game. But, that's something that he's got to get better at, and I think he just tries to get his teammates involved is what it is. He's trying to be unselfish, but, that's not what they need. They're great defense by Belfry.
Number 1 for the Pirates.
Don't call a foul, though, on Hagee.
It's a 9-point game, guys.
Yeah. Mary Ray said that's our Pirates. This third quarter is sponsored by Tiffany Todd Duncan Dentistry. She's not just a dentist, she's my dentist. I trust her with my small guys, and so should you. There goes Ratliff. Ratliff loses it over to Carson Lane. Lane goes up. Tough basket by Carson Lane. Gets it back up to 11. Here comes Brody Little. Brody Little, a little shake, bake. Kicks Jude back to Little. Little lets it fly. Sinks it! Brody Little cuts the lead to 8.
5 points, last 3 trips down the floor for Little.
Yeah. And here comes Will Rowe. Will Rowe gets trapped. And they caught smart timeout by the legend Al Holland.
Great timeout, Darryl. I thought he was getting ready to travel.
Well, they take a timeout. We'll take one, too. We'll be right back on the D&D Sports Network.
The world we are living in is changing. But one thing Eastern Kentucky can count on is quality, affordable homes from Hilton Sales. Beautiful, spacious, and many different floor plans to choose from, Hilton Sales has a financing option for anyone.
So come by and see us at Hilton Sales.
We're family owned for over 40 years.
And we're back here on Buckley's Creek as you see the Belfry cheerleaders over there doing the jig as the Pirates are starting to mount a comeback, only down 8 now after a scoring drought through the second quarter. Only had 2 points in a quarter and a half of play, and they have come back out here the last couple minutes and got their offense rolling here. Tommy Coppage, Darryl McCoy, Michael Shawn Waller on the call as Pike Central leads 30-22 on the Craig Damon Furniture scoreboard. Bowman gets blocked by Bo Williams. Williams gets it out to Jude. Here comes the Pirates. He's got Brody Little up the court. Little drives in, jumper up, and good. I'm telling you, his mid-range jumper is money.
Bar none.
Yep.
7 points for him last 4 times down the floor, Darryl.
Yeah, when you talk top kids in the region in any class, Brody Little's right there, definitely in the top 10. He's pushing that top 5, if not, already in that 3, 4, 5 range. There's nice job by Ratliff. And Ratliff comes up empty. Here comes Will Rowe. Nice take by Rowe straight down the pipe, and he's going to draw the foul. That's the way you got to be aggressive there if you're Will Rowe.
Darryl, I'm not a ref. I didn't see a lot there, though. I thought it was a clean block, but I didn't see their bodies.
Well, either way, I like that Will Rowe is being aggressive, put the pressure on the officials to make that call. And
yeah, you got to.
Now he's going to the free throw line. 6-point ball game. Car guy says, well said, Favre.
Favre.
Who is Car guy?
You.
The Amanda Hicks says, nice job, Hawks.
You know car guy, Darryl.
And Cross Taylor says, that's true. Said, however, said part of that comes with good defense. I agree with you. Well, a lot of it, too, is people don't understand the effort Brody Little puts on the defensive end. You know, he normally gets the hardest defensive assignment night in, night out, and that takes a lot of his energy, too. Nice job by Hagee. Hagee's going to go to the line. Big free throws coming up for the junior.
Number 34 for the Hawks.
Tara New says, let's go Pirates. Guys, hit that like and share button. Get these numbers up for these boys. Both teams putting on a show here tonight for you guys.
7-point game.
I want to thank Faith Diagnostics, United Motorsports, United Medical Center, Three Guys Pizza and Brew, A&H Supply. Call an A&H Supply for all your winter needs. They got propane, rock salt, great deals on all that stuff to keep you safe this weekend. Jaden Stewart says, row, Hawks. Jackson Lotta says, let's go, Hawks.
And happy birthday, Jeremy Pinson at Punk's Tires.
Absolutely. He's a Belfry alum.
Yeah.
Played ball with him at Belfry.
Ooh.
Nice job by Bowman. And Owen Bowman.
11 and 7 and 1 block for Bowman.
Extends this back out to 8 points here. So he's 3 rebounds shy of a double-double.
Yep.
You know, Al Holland, best thing ever happened to Owen Bowman is Al Holland taking this coaching job. Because Al Holland has a tradition of coaching great big men. And he's going to be one of the biggest tools to Owen Bowman's career. And it's going to be Pike Central basketball, 1:11 to go here. Rita Justice says, let's go Hawks. See Colton Ratliff. Swing it back around. Gonna call a travel, so it's going to be Belfry basketball. Guys, look at the stands up here. You see Matt Moon. Matt Moon, a Belfry graduate, Pike Central assistant principal. Matt Moon. I know his allegiance are probably split here. Well,
I don't see all blues all I see on him, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I know he's still got a little red at heart. Brody Little from the corner drops the 3-point bomb. And don't look now, it's a 5-point ball game. Closest it's been in a long time. Here comes Ratliff. Ratliff up the floor. Nice play by Bo Williams, but they called a foul. I don't know about that one. Yeah. As these Belfry fans, they are up on their feet and not happy with that call.
Little with 10, Darryl, so far.
Had a big third quarter, Michael Shawn.
Yeah, 10 points.
But back to what I was saying, Matt Moon, his son plays for Mullins. He is a special player. Look at this young man over here yelling at the officials. He is not happy at all.
No, he's not. I love it.
I think I heard him say, go to White Eye Care. There's Colton Ratliff.
White Eye Care.
Yeah, coming back the other way. Here you go, Carter Jude. Jude matched up a builder out top. Pike Central setting.
6-point game, guys.
Setting out here in the zone.
I like this, Brody, with the ball.
Yeah, right now, Brody, I told you what the recipe was.
I know, we've seen it.
Yeah, and here he
comes. He's got 10.
Yeah, he's come alive, and so have the Pirates. Had it poked away there. Little gets over to Jude. Carter Jude, top of the key. He's working on builder. Jude, he gets it back to Little. Little, he's going to reset it with 10 seconds to go. You don't want Brody Little with a full head of steam. Little, top of the key, 3, 6, and they called a foul, I think. Yep, they got Colton Young.
And the basket don't count.
Yeah, that.
Before the basket, wow.
That's a tough foul there. You burned the clock all the way down, done what you needed to do. You executed, you hit the shot, but then you picked up a cheap foul there.
3-point game it would have been, Darryl, right there.
You see coming out. Colton Ratliff. Shot up. Off the mark. And Pike Central will escape the third quarter, not giving up the lead. They still have a 6-point advantage, 34-28 on the Craig Damon Furniture scoreboard. We'll take a quick break. Be right back on the D&D Sports Network.
Crace is proud to support all area teams this season and our student athletes in Floyd and Pike counties. Vote Willie Crace for state representative, a voice we can count on for the mountains.
And we are back here on Buckley's Creek. As we look over to the far side, you see the Phelps Hornets here watching and scouting a little bit as they are the other 60th District team. They will have to play both of these teams this season. They already played Belfry once, but they'll have one more against Belfry guaranteed, and then they'll play, I think, 2 against Pike Central. And I don't think the game will be played, but if it is played, we will have the Pike Central Phelps game this Saturday. You know, but the storm coming in, I'd say they're going to cancel some of it, so not counting on that. But you know, if they do play, you can catch it right here on the D&D Sports Network. Gordon Varney says he sees Big Country and the Phelps team over there checking it on. Yes, we did, Gordon. The Kevin Ratliff says, let's go, Colton. Jackson Lotta says, don't church it up. I said, Sko Hawks. Let's go.
This fourth quarter should be exciting, D.
Absolutely. It's been an exciting 3 quarters. Pike Central done exactly what you needed to do. You know, I mean, I figured this game would be down in the 50s, 60s, and right now they're going to have a scoring burst to even reach the 50s, as both teams have kept this a low-scoring game. 34-28, Pike Central leads on the Craig Dameron Furniture scoreboard.
Colton Young with a quick foul there. 4 seconds in.
Don't forget, guys, tomorrow night, Pike Central, or Paintsville versus Pikeville here on the D&D Sports Network.
Game of the week.
Yep. And they're going to call it travel. They're going to get Carson Lane with a travel, and Al Holland does not like that call at all.
No, he don't.
You look over here and you see the young gun, Brett Perry. What a tremendous job he's done these last 2 seasons on Pond Creek.
Brought him back.
He's put the energy back in Belfry basketball. You know, Boo Hager being principal, Matt Varney, all the administration there at Belfry, they've done a tremendous job as well. Brody Little with the foul line jumper. He don't miss that one.
No, that's mid-range, dude. That's money.
Swings it back over. Will Rowe.
Close to being on that line there.
Back to Builder. Rowe. Now they're better watch out. And that was very close to a 10-second call. Good timeout by Al Holland there. As we will take a second and we'll thank our sponsors. Want to thank Craig Dameron Furniture, A.O. Onks, the Edward Jones Financial, Bruce Walters Ford, United Motorsports. Want to thank our good friends at Faith Diagnostics, United Medical Group. I want to thank Southside Buildings and Carport, Southside Mall, Three Guys Pizza and Brew, Tiffany Todd Duncan Dentistry. Also want to thank our good friends at Cheech's Pizza, Trailhead Bar and Grill, George Swain at State Farm. Call George Swain today for a free quote. He's got the best deal on all insurance, don't matter what kind it is. Car, home, or auto, home, fire, it don't matter. Also want to thank United Motorsports. Let them help you with your next adventure on the Hatfield and McCoy trails. United Motorsports right now has great deals on side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and more. And guys, Tommy Coppage, Michael Shawn Waller, Darryl McCoy, you see the Hawk fan base just waiting for anything to erupt about, as Pike Central has a 4-point cushion, 34-30 on the Craig Dameron Furniture scoreboard. Oh. Nice job by Jude digging down on Ratliff. Ball will stay with the Hawks.
Yeah, Belfry's come back and put the pressure on Pike Central.
And great defensive play there by Carter Jude. Oh. And Builder having trouble getting it in. Belfry has really stepped their defense up here in the second half. Brody Little on Ratliff. Nice job by Ratliff. He got tripped up, and they're going to call a foul on Hagee.
Hagee hits third, team second.
Guys, let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for in the comment section below. Want to thank L&M Mart. L&M Mart, big Pike Central Hawk fans, best chicken tenders in the business, right, Michael Shawn?
I got mine for the first time. Ate it all my life in high school. Ate theirs for the first time. Best I ever put in my mouth.
Life changing, right?
Yeah.
Will Rowe right there. Brody Little working on Rowe working on Little. Bowman brought it down, but nice job by Hagee, and he's going to draw the foul on Carson Lane.
Yeah, great job by Hagee, Darryl.
Let's see how many that is on Lane. That's Carson Lane's fourth.
Yeah, that's huge, isn't it?
Listen, if they can get Carson Lane out of this game, it's going to be a lot easier to win it because he's the one that does the dirty work. He's the X factor for the Hawks. I'll swing it over to Williams, back out to Jude. Jude gets it into Owens. Owens, nice dump down to Hagee. Hagee with the bucket, and we got a one-possession ball game, 34-32.
A lot of contact on that.
Coming back the other way, Hawks have numbers. Nice job. And Ratliff hits Owen Bowman for an easy deuce. You got Hagee up front there. See, that's what Belfry, I think, that they got to do more of. Brody Little cuts it back to 2, but, I think Belfry, too many times, I think they don't push the ball ahead. I think they need to look up the floor, and I think they'd have, pick up the pace a little bit, and I think they would make life a lot easier on themselves. Bowman with a tough basket, but, oftentimes, they come down, and Williams in and out, and that's a travel, yep.
I know there's a lot of time to go, but I think this is a big bucket if Belfry scores right here.
Well, you look, and Bryce Hagee, him and Peyton Owens, the strength of their games is running the floor. And that's what I'd do if I was them. Try to look to get them two out and running. You got a team full of thoroughbreds. You need to get out and run. They'll swing it down to Little, and it's going to be a timeout.
That's a good timeout.
Belfry, yep. Rocky McCoy says he's watching from North Carolina. Said went to school at Pike Central there. Leanne Keithley says she's watching from Owensboro, cheering on the Mullins Tigers and both sides. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. If you're looking for an award-winning tire shop that focuses on customer service that's family-owned and family-operated, stop by and see our friends Jeremy and Chasta at Punk's Tires. If you have a hectic work schedule and you're looking for a non-stressful, convenient way to buy tires, take advantage of Punk's Tires Appointment Saturdays. If they don't have the tire you're looking for, they guarantee it to have it the next day. Punk's Tires can take care of all your needs in tires, wheels, wheel alignments, brakes, rotors, minor mechanic work, and more. They'll treat you like family from the second you walk through the door. Come see us in Virgie, Kentucky, or give us a call at 606-639-TIRE. That's 606-639. And we are back here on Buckley's Creek as Pike Central leads Belfry 38-34. Belfry with the basketball. Tommy Coppage, Michael Shawn Waller, Darryl McCoy on the call. Jude swings it over to Owens. Back out to Hagee. They get it down to Little. Over to Williams. Williams lets it fly. Off the mark. Hagee with the rebound and put back.
Hagee having a game, Darryl.
Belfry cuts it back to a 2-point ball game.
He's got 6 points and 7 rebounds, Hagee.
Yeah. Hagee's come up huge here in this second half for the Pirates.
Yes, he has.
And here comes Ratliff. Ratliff gets it in. Off the mark. Strong rebound by Bo Williams. Here comes the Pirates on the push. Brody Little. Nice take by Little. Count it! And Brody Little's going to go to the line for a chance at a Three Guys Pizza and Brew 3-point play opportunity.
He's got 16 going to the line for his 17th, Darryl. No points in the first.
Huge ball game. Like I said, both teams right now. And Pike Central has a chance. If Belfry scores here, this will be their first lead of the game. Belfry ain't led this entire game, have they?
Yeah, they had 11-8 lead at the end of the first quarter.
Oh, yeah, that is true. Yeah, the first. So it'd be the first lead in 3 quarters.
Did he miss that one or make it?
He missed it.
Okay.
Here comes Bowman. Bowman, tough move by Bowman, and Bowman's going to go to the line. Right now, this game back and forth, back and forth.
Well, I think Pike Central went away from Bowman there in the third quarter a lot.
Got two heavyweight boxers here, and I tell you right now, Michael Hagee is nervous as heck. You see him back.
Listen, I've watched Michael Hagee all of his life. Cool ice water runs through his veins. His son's out there playing. He's not sit still. It's all
It's completely different. And,
yeah, it is, too.
You talking about a man calm and cool. It's Al Holland down there. You can tell he just don't get rattled. And, again, missed the second. Pike Central with a 1-point lead. Carter Jude out to Brody Little. Little back over to Owens. Owens drives, kicks it out to Williams. Back to Little. Swings it back. Back over to Owens. Williams. The Little, nice job attacking. And that right there, listen, that's just Owen Bowman. Owen Bowman has set the tone as a shot blocker and a rim protector, and forced Brody Little to get that ball out of his hands there. Belfry's ball on the inbound. Jude lobs it up to Williams. Swings it back over to Carter Jude. Back over to Williams. He's got Little on the wing. Brody Little has it on this near side. Little to Jude. Swings it back. Round the horn. Back over to Jude. Jude attacking, drive, kick. Hagee turns it over. And then nice defense there. Will Rowe, he'll get it up to Ratliff. Coming back the other way. Bucket good by Owen Bowman. Or no, that was Bobby Builder, the love bug.
9 for him.
Carter Jude, nice take by Jude, drawing the foul, and Jude, he shows he's a 74% shooter on the season, but he's a lot better than that. If you're Belfry and you want somebody on the line, it's that young man right there. McCaden Maynard says, let's go Pirates, get the win. Jennifer Gilbert says, let's go Belfry. (41-39). Big free throw here. Belfry cuts it back to one. Carter Jude don't even hit the rim on them free throws. He's got a clean, pure shot. There's Builder. Builder kicks it up the floor. That's how you break a press right there. That Builder loses it in the Ratliff's hands. Ratliff off the mark. Carson Lane chases down the loose ball.
The crowd wanted to travel there.
Yeah. They'll kick it down. Nice job. Out there, both teams, man. Both teams laying on the line, laying their bodies on the line, hitting the deck after loose balls. Listen, you got to applaud the effort of both these teams. Both of them want this district win. Neither one of them wants to lose this ball game.
Yeah, and it's sad that one of them has to, Darryl. Yeah. What a game.
They have the coming back around. Williams swings it over to Owens. Owens drops it down to Hagee. Back to Owens to Little. Brody Little lets it go. Off the mark. Peyton Owens got hammered. Wow.
Got away with one there.
Lot of contact.
Lot of contact, D.
Yeah, the 41-40. Gets it into Bo Williams. Williams gets it over to Jude. Over to Little. Owens has it in the corner. Back around. Brody Little swings it back to Bo Williams. Little down to Hagee. Hagee, that's what he does best. Goes baseline there. Hagee off the mark. And right now, 2:40 to go. Pike Central hanging on to a 1-point cushion. Will Rowe had it stripped out by Little, but it's going to stay Hawk basketball.
Here in the last minute and a half, Little's all over the place. On the floor, diving out of bounds.
Absolutely. Guys, want to thank our good friends at L&M Mart, Southside Buildings and Carports, A&H Supply, George Swain at State Farm, Williamson Pharmacy, Starters Sports Bar and Grill. Now, you can see Will Rowe guarded by Little. Oh, nice help coming over. Good look, but they stripped him. Here comes Williams. Williams kicks it over. Nice pass by Carter Jude to Bo Williams, and Belfry takes the lead, 42-41 on the Craig Dameron Furniture scoreboard.
How about the resilience Belfry showed here in the second half?
Absolutely, but Pike Central still fighting. There's Bowman. Bowman goes down. Fade away. Up, no good. Carson Lane And Lane's going to go to the line. Right now, Carson Lane, as I mentioned, playing with 4 fouls, but still being aggressive. His kid, very impressive. Cassandra Carroll says, let's go Belfry. Guys, get this up. Nearly 300 people tuning in. I think there's over 500 counting YouTube. Lane. Lane looks at the Belfry sideline, says, be quiet. I like this kid.
He's 2 for 2 from the line. Got 8 points.
Carson Lane.
Now you got to make this one after doing that, right?
Huge.
Yeah, you have to.
Second one up, no good. And Williams clears the rebound, gets it to Jude. 2 minutes to play. We're knotted up, 42 all. And Brent Perry calls a timeout. Great timeout by Brent Perry as he's going to go over the scenario here and let the players know, hey, let's be patient. Let's get a good quality trip here. Al Holland, I'm sure he's going to come out with a good defensive schematics here and try to stop the Pirates.
Darryl, at halftime you had Williams with 3 rebounds, Jude with 2, Young and Little with none. Now Little's got 7, Williams has got 8, and Hagee's got 9.
Wow.
I mean, they're playing. I mean, this is a tale of 2 halves.
So how many rebounds Hagee got this
He had
half?
He had 2 at halftime. He's got 7
this half. Wow. Yeah. And I tell you, if you go back, Belfry's able to escape this. They got to go back to the effort Hagee gave in this second half.
Oh, Hagee, and then you got to go to Little, always doing little things, getting going in the second half. He's got 16 points right now.
Pike Central has not let the 2 former Hogs, Peyton Owens and Colton Young, get off and do anything this game. They've done a tremendous job on their former teammate.
They have 2 points and 4 rebounds combined.
Yeah, so, I mean, that just tells you, these kids know them 2 guys, and they knew what they needed to do to come in and slow them down.
Yeah, they haven't done they knew what they was doing to them.
There you see the Pike Central Spirit section down there.
It's a good one, too.
It is. Them guys have been going at it all night, cheering on their beloved Hawks.
Now, I'm on concrete, and I know they've shook me some tonight. This place is crazy loud.
Absolutely. Here we go. I'm coming back out. Belfry basketball. We're tied up 42 all on the Craig Damon Furniture scoreboard. Carter Jude walks it across the timeline. He's met out top by Colton Ratliff. Owens. Oh, he hit Brody Little. Brody Little not ready for the basketball somehow. The ball bounced the Pirates' way there.
Yeah, he was ready for it when he come across, but then he cut.
I can tell you, either way, no matter who wins this game, basketball fans are very excited about 60th District basketball action this year. I mean, it's anybody's district.
When it was supposed to be just lopsided one way, right?
Yep. There you see Hagee out to Williams. Williams has it out top, and Belfry going to wind this thing down. Looks like they're going to burn the entire 2 minutes here. Carter Jude attacks, kicks it to Williams. No, Williams lets it fly. Sinks it!
His 4th 3 of the game.
Bo Williams, 4 3-pointers tonight. None bigger than that one.
Big-time shot.
Right here, this is where you need Will Rowe. You need to get Will Rowe a clean look here. Will Rowe, he's a PTPer. You want the ball in his hands in clutch situations. Bowman back out to Ratliff. Gets over the lane, leads it to Builder, and Builder also a very good 3-point shooter. Gets it down to Bowman. Bowman, right there. Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. It was either a travel or a foul. You had to call one of them. Bowman lost his foot, and then these Pike Central fans not happy with that call. Chad Keithley says, great game. No one promotes mountain athletes like D&D. Chad, we appreciate that.
Yeah, we sure do.
Cassandra Carroll says, go Belfry, go Colton Young. There's a full timeout as we sit here. I tell you what, I'm about to lose my energy, so I need a little breath. Let's take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
You're a great outside shooter, but all the talk this year has been you driving.
It's true. I'm going to be driving a Kia Telluride from Bruce Walters Kia in Pikeville.
Right now, get a new Kia Telluride with up to $4,500 off the sticker.
So why Bruce Walters Kia in Pikeville?
Because when others won't, Walters will.
Come shop us in Pikeville or shop us online at brucewalterskia.com.
Hi, everybody. Dave Baker here for Citizens Bank in Kentucky. Do you want to love your car even more? How about putting extra cash in your pocket each month by refinancing with new low rates at CBK? It is fast, it's easy. All you have to do is log on to wearecitizens.bank.
And we are back here on Buckley's Creek as you look at Al Holland talking to his troops. And I can promise you one thing, Al Holland's going to come out with a great game plan and get Pike Central a clean look here as Belfry leads Pike Central 45-42 with 40 seconds to go on the Craig Damon Furniture scoreboard. Michael Shawn Waller, Tommy Coppage, and Darryl McCoy on the call.
I'm just glad to be here, Darryl. Thank you, sponsors.
That's Belfry basketball. I forgot the turnover there. They get it back to Jude. Jude swings it over. Good pressure, full court pressure by Pike Central. All over Brody Little. And Brent Perry called a timeout. Smart timeout by Coach Perry. I tell you, Brent Perry, guys, he has grown up right here underneath our eyes these last 2 years. He coming in, he coached under the legend Jason Mays and out of Montgomery County, and then he come into Belfry, and last year it was a learning curve. Belfry didn't have the win-loss record they wanted, but in every game they was in. It was a 3-point or less game every game they played. And, this year it seems like that Brent's crossed that line. He's got them now where they're coming out on top on them close games. And can't say enough about Brent Perry. He's going to be a good one.
And you said Coach Al Holland called 2 great timeouts in this game. The young man, Coach Perry, has called 2 great timeouts as well.
Absolutely. The Ashton Gullier says, let's go. Tim Roberts says, let's go Hawks. Shauna Miller says, this is a game Jeremy Steele would have loved watching. Absolutely, Shauna. I know the Rain Man. He had some big games here. I'm sure he would love to be here. The Belfry fans definitely miss Jeremy Steele. We see Elijah Blackburn says, we got a barn burner here, Darryl. Barn burner brewing.
Tournament atmosphere here at Pike Central.
Absolutely. Good old-fashioned slobber knocker. You see Al Holland right now. I'm telling you, Belfry has a 3-point cushion, but there's no lead safe when you got Al Holland over on the sideline.
I don't know him like you do, but you say he's great, so I'm going to go with you.
He's a legend. I think he's got 14 region titles maybe in the 14th region.
Oh, well, then he's a legend.
Yeah. Swing it over.
Got bailed out there.
Yeah.
Here in the 10-second count.
Yeah, and almost threw it away anyway,
I'll tell you, these boys have done a tremendous job. Full court pressure these last 2 possessions Pike Central has. This is a great game for both teams and amazing announcers, but Pirates bring it home. We appreciate that, Mary. Said Al coaches the game the right way. He does, West Hicks.
One thing I hate about games like this, there's got to be a loser, and I hate that because the both of them played a great game.
Think of this. Pike Central has played a phenomenal ball game. They come out and led the biggest part of this ball game. Belfry had an 11-8 lead at the end of the first quarter. Pike Central only allowed 2 points in a quarter and a half play. Belfry went on that run midway through the third. Got some defensive stops, got Brody Little going. Bryce Hagee picked up the energy of everybody, and now Belfry finds themselves on top by 4. But, this Pike Central team, that they've led just about the whole ball game.
Darryl, before the game you said Belfry 14-point favorite. They'd win by 5. Here they are up by 5. 20 seconds to go.
They'll swing it back over. Now, Hagee all over right now. Oh, Will Rowe coming off the screen, off the mark. And we look over there right now. Pike Central has brought in number 3, Zach Thacker. Zach's a kid, at the beginning of the year, I think he was starting. If not, he was their 6th man. But we've not seen him much tonight, but Zach's a player, dude. Big fan of Zach.
That's the first time he's been on the floor tonight, I think, Darryl.
I think he's a three-point threat, ain't he?
He is. He may be nursing an injury, too. Who knows? But he's a good player.
That's his first point of the game, Darryl.
Casey Young says calls have been horrible. I think it's been a good called game. Both teams have had calls that they could gripe about, but I think it's about even on the calls. It's just here in the second half, I think Belfry's starting to get something that they wasn't getting in the first half, and I think Pike Central got something Belfry didn't get in the first half. So I think it's kind of evened itself out. But but this has been a good ball game, man. Like I said, there's no losers in this game. No matter who gets out of here on top, the other team has no reason to hang their head.
No, by what you said in the beginning of the game before it was even played and the way they played, no, hats off to Pike Central, man.
Guys, make sure you visit A&H Supply for all your hardware needs. Right now they got great deals on rock salt, on propane.
They're probably out of propane, Darryl.
Yeah, they probably are, because I promise you, if I ain't fielded 15 phone calls today, I promise you I've not fielded the first.
I believe it's more like 20-something. Sorry, Darryl, I had to say that.
There you see Michael Hagee watching on his son right here. I'd tell Coach Hagee, hey, watch out of the way, but listen, I'm not balling in the Hall of Famer. He's watching his son.
He's a legend in three sports, man.
Absolutely.
The guy was phenomenal.
Absolutely. Great guy, great ball player. Here comes Jude, and Jude's going to get fouled.
You don't want to foul Jude, right?
No, that's the one you don't want to send to the line,
even though it says 74 on the year, Tommy, he's going to be 95 here.
He's a 90% free throw shooter. He may not be shooting it this year, but, I promise you, he don't miss many.
By the end of the year, he'll probably be a lot higher.
Yeah, at the end of the game, he's clutch.
Terry Thacker says Wes Hicks, he's an ace. Cassandra Carroll says, let's take his home Pirates. Barbara Taylor says, great playing for both teams, proud of the Hawks. Jennifer Gilbert says, no, they have propane left. Said refill tonight.
Thank you. He's Carter. 5 for 6 from the line, 6 for 7.
You see coming back. Shot up. And back irons at Belfry. Gets out of here with the dub. As huge win for the Pirates here. The huge win. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back. Post-game analysis here on the D&D Sports Network. If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today.
Second half. This is first. Williams had 6 at half. He had 14.
And we are back here on the post-game show. You're watching the D&D Sports Network as Darryl McCoy, Tommy Coppage, and Michael Shawn Waller as we take and we got a huge ball game here as you look and see. From the get-go, Pike Central has no reason to hang their head. They ended up dropping this one 50-44. But listen, the Hawks, I mean, they led Michael Shawn for 3 quarters of play. I mean, this team come out, played phenomenally, and I promise you, they're leaving this game with all the confidence in the world.
Yeah, and they held Belfry to 2 points for a quarter and 5 minutes and 9 seconds.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Absolutely.
And Belfry comes back and wins by 6.
We're going to go double quick player of the game, and this is a rare trio player of the game. We're going to go 3 players of the game. Brody Little, what was his stats?
16 points, 7 rebounds, all 16 in the second half. Bo Williams, 14 points, 8 rebounds. He had 6 and 3 at halftime. Hagee, no, he wasn't even in the top 3 or 4. 8 points, 9 rebounds, Darryl.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal job. Them 3 right there are your co-players of the games. Huge ball game. Second half, really, Bo Williams, he carried this team from the get-go. He had 4 3-pointers. Every time Belfry needed a big shot, he hit it. Then the second half, Brody Little come alive offensively. You knew that's what Belfry needed. He didn't even score in the first half, did he?
No, and Hagee controlled the boards in the second half, and with his.
Well, I'll get to Hagee, but Brody Little, he didn't even score in the first half. And he come in the second half,
and he had 2 rebounds.
Yeah, and had 2 rebounds, and he come out, and what did he finish with? 16
and 7.
Yeah, 16 points, 7 rebounds, and numerous stops. He done a tremendous job on Will Rowe all game. And then, it was Bryce Hagee. Bryce Hagee was the difference maker, coming up with huge rebounds. Bryce Hagee, his energy really fed over to the rest of the team. His energy is what, led Belfry to it really got him out in this run. When he started getting, he started cleaning up the glass a little bit, started boxing out, got some big offensive rebounds, got putbacks, got a big steal there in the third, and, Belfry fed off that, and that's what led Belfry to the run they went on and ultimately got Belfry this victory.
Yeah, and when he got the offensive rebound and putback, that's when they took the first 1-point lead. That was huge for them. But hats off to Brody Little. Will Rowe, 2 points, 2 rebounds in the entire game.
Yeah,
that's unheard of, right?
Yeah, that just tells you what a defender Brody Little was. Tremendous job. And listen, hats off to the Hawks. Hawks took care of business in girls action. They beat McGoffin County in girls action, then they won in the JV game. So Belfry, it would have been a clean sweep if they could have finished Belfry off air. But give us a rundown on the Hawks scoring, Michael Shawn.
You got Bobby Billiter with 9, Colton Ratcliffe with 8, Owen Bowman, 18 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 blocks. And then you got Lane with 8 points and 6 rebounds, Darryl.
Yeah, so
they played good. They had more guys score.
Yeah, Joe Cochran says refs called a good game overall. Jackson Lotta says the Hawks going to make them take the L in districts. Shonda Carroll said keep bringing the wins, Pirates. Joe Cochran says way to bring home the win. Mary Ray said, yeah, they done it. Said, go Pirates, way to dig. And Jennifer Gilbert says, go Pirates. So, but as you sit here and look, Michael Shawn, Brenda Phillips says, way to go Belfry. Proud of you. Brenda Phillips, one of the biggest Belfry fans ever. She was tremendous. She was spirit leader. She was my German teacher. So guten Tag, Frau Phillips.
A bunch of teachers tuning in, Darryl.
Oh yeah, but no, when you look at this game, Brent Perry come out. Second half, he got the team to come out fight. He got that fire in them, and it was a completely different outing than what you've seen here in the. Than what you've seen here in the first half. But Pike Central, they come out to play from the get-go. They was ready for this ball game. Al Holland had done his preparation, and he had this team ready.
He did.
So,
just maybe 2 plays, and they're going out winners.
Yeah, absolutely.
Crazy.
Yeah, but whenever you sit here and look, guys, real quick, I'll go over sponsors and then I'll go over my final thoughts. But I want to thank real quick Crace Solid Rock Development. I want to say big happy birthday to former Belfry alum Jeremy Pinson and Punk's Tires. Happy birthday, Jeremy. I want to say thanks to A.O. Onks, Edward Jones Financial, United Medical Group, Bruce Walters Ford. I want to thank our good friends at United Medical Center, at United Motorsports. United Motorsports will give you great deals on side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and more. Also, want to thank our good friends at A&H Supply, Southside Buildings and Carports, George Swain at State Farm, Warfield Market, Cheech's Pizza, Williamson Pharmacy, Trailhead Bar and Grill, Kessler's Boutique. Prom's coming up. Hit up Kessler's Boutique for all your formal wear need, located in Williamson, West Virginia. And then I want to thank our good friends at Southside Mall and Tiffany Todd Duncan Dentistry. And guys, as we've set here, Michael Shawn, Pike Central will move on. What was the record coming in? The Pike Central was 12-5, and they will fall to 12-6, and Belfry will improve to 15-5.
15-4,
yeah,
isn't it?
15-4 on the season.
Yeah.
So, Pike Central, barring the winter storm comes in, we'll have that game here on Saturday. We'll have it right here on D&D Sports Network, Pike Central versus Phelps, and then barring. Hopefully we'll have the rest of them ball games too on Saturday. But if we don't, they'll be rescheduled for next week.
We'll have them.
Yeah. So tomorrow night we will have Pikeville versus Paintsville. We will also. Who else we got tomorrow? Logan versus Wyoming East, and then Mingo Central versus West Side. So guys, D&D Sports Network is your go-to place for all your high school basketball action. I'm Shawn, you got any last words?
I just want to say one thing. I've been doing this for almost 5 months now with you, Darryl. And to say you have 3 players, co-players of the game, that's a high honor for you because you never give out 3.
No.
So that means that these 3 gentlemen played a great game.
They
tonight.
all played a role
3.
in this victory. And, and it wasn't just them. Carter Jude played well.
Oh, they all played as a team.
Yeah, they all played big minutes. The Logan Barker, Colton Young, Peyton Owens. But them 3 stood out, and them 3 was the driving force behind Belfry making that second half run. Congratulations to Brent Perry and the Belfry Pirates. But, guys, for Tommy Coppage, Michael Shawn Waller, Darryl McCoy, till next time, so long and good night.